So you're thinking about hiring your first employee as an auto repair shop. Before you do, I want you to stop and listen to me for a minute. I talk to a lot of shops, and a lot of them always try to hire an apprentice first thing, or a greenhorn first thing. And I think that is a bad idea, primarily because you don't have the bandwidth to do it. An apprentice or a greenhorn is a lot of work. It takes a lot to teach that person how to be a proficient automotive technician that is a productive or a production employee. It's a lot of work. There's no doubt about that. And I think it's one of the primary reasons that independent shops don't do a good job at retaining that talent. It's because we bring them in, we get frustrated at them, we get aggravated at them because they're not meeting our expectations when we didn't have realistic expectations to begin with. So if you want to hire someone, you might be thinking, hey, this apprentice is going to be cheap. No, they're not. They're going to cost you way more money. You might be thinking, hey, I'm helping the industry. No, you're actually not. You're hurting the industry because you're going to damage the industry reputation with this young person because you're not going to have the bandwidth to teach them. You don't have the facilities, and I'm not talking about the building size or anything like that. I'm talking about you don't have enough people, and you don't have mentors trained to bring them up, to train them, to raise them up to be the type of technician you need them to be. And so you can burn them, you can hurt feelings, you can cause them to say, hey, this is not for me. I'm gonna tell you, if you've ever looked at the SP2 mentor program, you will see that it is a lot to be a mentor. It's a lot to be a mentor and get it right. And so I'm just gonna encourage you, if you really want your business to be successful, and if you really wanna help our industry, do not hire the greenhorn as your first employee. Do not hire the apprentice as your first employee. Hire the very best technician you can afford. Now, you might say, Lucas, I can't afford a really great technician. Yes, you can. If you run your business by the numbers, and your job as the owner is to get cars in the door, you can afford a really great technician. You can afford to pay whatever you need to pay. There's some caveats to that, okay? We all know there's caveats to that. The caveats are, if I hire this really great technician, it means that I have to transition very quickly from working in the business to working on the business. You might still be the service advisor. You might still take a management role, but now your job is to feed that shop with automobiles. So your job's gonna be marketing. Your job's gonna be knocking on doors and making telephone calls, whatever you have to do to get jobs in the shop to make sure that technician earns what he needs to earn. It's not gonna be the same job of running in the back and fixing cars anymore. I'll also encourage you, when I first hired that technician that was way better than I am, it was after the fact of giving up the ego, right? It was really tough to go out and hire somebody that I recognized was that much better than me at what my business did. And I understand how painful that can be, but it is absolutely necessary if you want your business to thrive. If you want your business to survive, actually, in some cases. So that's just my opinion on it. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next video.